Hello, today we are Thursday, 19th September. That's the day after the launch of the new product, the Sincere Platinum Jubilee Edition. We are inside the ch boutique, sh for Sincere Haute Horlogerie, and this is the temple of all the nicest pieces, brands, independents that together invent every day new watches for the pleasure and delight of collectors.
Hi, my name is Luca Zurcher. I'm a watchmaker for Czapek. I joined 2 years ago. I learned in Cartier and horlogerie, watchmaking. It's my passion. My grandfather is a watchmaker. It's my first time in Singapore. I love the town. I love the team scenes here. It's my first time with the team, and I feel a good feeling with the team, with the watch, with the clients, with the customer. It's my first time. I love.
So we are in Marina Bay Gardens. That's a mythical place in Singapore. It's like the Tour Eiffel in Paris. We had to pass by, and traveling, you know, is always a place where you get the energy in and you get new ideas. So I'm sure that coming from visiting, we'll come up with new dials or new ideas for watches. Now, what for me will be memorable about this trip to Singapore will be that it's the first time that Luca comes abroad so long, so far away, does a presentation to customers.
I feel good. The moment last night, it's first time for me and for Czapek, and the customers like learn the path for the movements Antarctique caliber 5, and I remake for the new event.
Another trip soon?
To London in November.
And maybe
next
year.
Next year.
The whole
Singapore.
year.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hello, today is Saturday, 19 October. It's WatchTime New York. We're in Broadway in front of the mythical, legendary Gotham Hall. And this is WatchTime New York, one of the most, maybe the most important watch fair for collectors in the world. Coming to New York is always mythical. You have got this incredible weather. That's foggy time right now in Switzerland, so we enjoy it. But that's not for the weather that we come. We come for getting the pulse of the market. This is where everything is happening. This is where we learn the trends. This is where we hear the feedback. This is direct. This is New York. There is no filter, and you get it straight. This year we're presenting a new model. It's called Crossroads. We are on a crossroad. There are so many crossroads in our lives, and so that's a good image. And it's been an evolution of our Faubourg de Cracovie to a more modern expression. So we also send a signal there, which is that we create models and collections that become iconic over time, because you decide that they would, and that we make living and adapt to every decade. Here in WatchTime New York, it's the year 2024. I'm with Mike Margolis, my partner in crime, my sparring partner all these years.
Yes.
And I want you to imagine us 7 years ago, in 2017, when we arrived for the first WatchTime.
Yes.
It was the rebirth of WatchTime New York.
So I'll tell you a quick story. I was in, it was called SIHH then in 2017. And I ran into a friend of mine from Chicago who was wearing a Czapek. It was the first time I had seen one in person. And I fell in love with the watch. I had seen it online. And he said to me, "You should meet my friend Xavier." And so I came over, and it wasn't SIHH because I didn't have time to come see you. But we did a Skype call. and we fell in love with each other as friends and as business partners. And we shook hands over Skype. I was in my dining room, he was in Geneva, and we've been partners ever since. And it's been amazing, the growth of the brand over the years. But at the same time, we've remained just great friends who love watches and love our industry.
Hi, I'm Abdi. I've had the pleasure of being a shareholder of Czapek for several years now, and I still continue to be impressed with the creativity of the team, the innovation, and the leadership that Xavier brings to the table all the time. He's tireless and is a great leader for the company. Happy to be here at New York. We have Barry here, who's soon to be a Czapek owner. I'm going to turn the microphone to him and have him say a few words.
Hi, I'm Barry, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about a brand I am falling in love with. There's so many watch brands out there, many with history, but very few as innovative and exciting to own and be part of a family of watchmakers like Czapek. And I'm only looking forward to the future of Czapek. I know wherever the industry's going, that they'll be there and hopefully one step ahead.
The beauty of a company, and in particular Czapek, is to put together a team and enable them to create beauty, to create fantastic things, and to make extraordinary things. Even though they have their limitation, we have our limitation. That's, putting together elements that will suddenly create a chemistry based on their humanity. That's what a great company is about. Look over there, so nice. This is beautiful London, and there are few cities like that in the world, really, really. London is quite unique, I have to say. It's always a pleasure to be there. Feels like being on vacation when I travel for work. I'm lucky. Every time I travel for work, I feel I'm on vacation. I really love traveling and meeting people. That's probably the reason why finally Czapek is also about connecting people and collecting people. London has always been a key city in the history of Czapek. It was where we started the crowdfunding because it was historically, and it is still, one of the key places in the world for crowdfunding equity. The English people were fans of the idea of buying shares of an entrepreneur, and that was done already a century or two ago. Watches of Switzerland is talking to a customer that is more a watch lover, that is at the beginning of his journey and does not know Czapek. So we have to restart as we were at the beginning, And it's a question that triggers another one, which is it the right direction? And we sort of took that decision already. We want to explore into watchmaking, and exploring means not only exploring in mechanics, but also in people. And we need to expand the reach of Czapek to more people, even though the paradigm is that we don't want to increase the number of watches we make, because we want to always have the 5 minutes to talk to someone. It's a great moment right now in London. It's a limited edition event. People came from all around London to gather and share the passion for watches. This is what we love. Now think about it. A CEO that is just focusing on having fun with its clients, or future clients, or anyone actually loving independent watchmaking. And this is creating a dynamic that is very unique. You receive ideas, you share point of views, you have this moment that is quite incredible, that it's out of time and out of the limits that normally the system forces you to follow. There is no boss, there is no whoever. We're just there to share the same love for watches. What's interesting is that the differences between continents. In 5 weeks, I was across all continents in the world. Is not so much the watch culture, because today people love independence, and the watch collectors get the information from wherever it is available, and they're highly educated. The difference is really in the culture of the people, in the way they talk to you, in the way they connect with you, and also in the economy, because you can see huge differences. And the current market correction that is happening is extremely different in Taiwan, Thailand, USA, or London. And this is where it's interesting to see how people are reacting and how their perception is evolving. To adapt to everyone and be capable to personalize a watch is also one reason to stay in the 1000 watches. And to have the time to adapt, to tailor, to customize, to personalize each watch. So why would you limit yourself? No, the limitation is only our imagination. So next year is going to be all focused on the 10-year revival of Czapek, which coincides with 180 years anniversary of Czapek. The two together. So it's going to be a great moment. For the 10 years anniversary, which we will celebrate between August and November 2025, there will be a launch of a new watch. It's a concept watch. The idea is to be free from every elements we have done before and to make something new, which is also very Czapek. We're going to do events, of course. We would love to do an event in every city. It's impossible. Even 10 events will not be possible, so we'll do one event per region probably. So the idea is to celebrate and express how grateful we are that we could succeed, that we could survive. I mean, surviving was a success in itself. And the people who have bought the first watches are the ones that made that adventure possible. This is what we want to celebrate. It's the shared vision of a pure, beautiful watchmaking that puts the watchmaker at the center and that gives to the watch a soul.